All right, we are back with another live stream. We are here on the national championship night. Boy, do we have a doozy tonight. One very few people predicted would be the final result of the NCAA season. San Diego State and UConn. I don't. I would love to see the percentages because I really don't know. Like how many people predicted this and like earnestly predicted this because San Diego State. I think I said it when we did the brackets. I said that they were like a big one to go down in an upset in the first round because the Mountain West had sucked for so long in the first round.
Well, this is the most brackets I've been in that have been done before the game even started.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For
So
sure.
again, nobody has any of these teams, so it's over.
Exactly. So,
because I understand UConn is the 4th seed, but still, I don't think a lot of people had them winning the national championship.
Right. Maybe making like an Elite Eight run or a sweet.
And I know people did. There's people out there that have them winning, but when you started this tournament, you would not have thought these two teams would be in there.
So looking at our TCF tournament pool, my wife's cousin Tim is going to win this thing. I don't think there's any way. You are going to come in second, it looks like. And then Shooter's looking like he's kind of going to come in third. I don't really want to talk about where I'm at because let's see. Oh, no, I'm in 8th place. That's respectable. I can live with that. But yeah, this thing is, I mean, the game is starting in 30 minutes and, it's over. I mean, Tim is in first place with 630 points, and the most anybody behind him can get is you at 560. So this thing is, for all intents and purposes, over with. So I don't know. Like, I think that's a good thing, and we've talked about this quite a bit with the parity in college basketball and how wild it's been, this year and kind of the culmination of everything in the last few years. But like, I don't know. Do you think this is a positive or a negative for college basketball to have San Diego?
It's also showing you that with all the NIL deals, you can go anywhere and have a good team.
Yeah, I mean, you can go to San Diego, California, not a place when you say college hoops, like most people don't think of San Diego, California, but you can go to San Diego. You can go to, Florida, FAU, and live on the beach or Miami.
Ed Cooley, when he went from Providence to Georgetown, there's no really difference in those two teams.
Yes.
Like, you can win at both places. And now with the NIL, it's showing you that FAU was a 3-pointer away, or was that a 2-pointer?
Yeah.
Away from
mid-range pull-up.
They were leading the whole game.
Yeah.
And you would think a school like that, you would have thought a 9 seed in the national championship game. It has to be the first time ever.
No,
right?
I think one of those UConn teams was.
Oh, okay. I thought they had said that
in like 2011, maybe. No, I don't think it might be the first. Maybe it was an 8 seed, but God, that's gonna dry. I'll have to look it up here in a minute.
I just thought I had seen a stat that like in the Elite 8, a 9 seed was like 0-13.
I could be thinking of an 8 seed back when UConn had that.
You think about it, yeah, it was about to happen, but that's just crazy to think about 5 years ago.
Well, and also the fact that like we didn't have any number 1 seeds, we didn't have any number 2 seeds, I think 1, 2, or 3 seeds in the Final Four, and like you said,
a 16 seed win.
Yo.
I mean, this tournament has had everything.
Oh yeah, it's been great, and I kind of feel like if you're anti that, like if you're one of the people that's like this isn't a net negative, I just think that you're just kind of an old curmudgeon, and you just want. Kansas, Kentucky, UCLA, and Indiana in the Final Four, like just because that's the way that things always work.
And it's not even like they didn't make the Final Four. Those teams didn't make the Elite 8. There was not any really big time teams left in the Elite 8.
Oh yeah, it's been awesome, dude. I think this is great, especially for someone who like consumes as much college hoops as I do. Obviously, a little bit less this year, but I love college basketball.
How many times was there a new number 1 team?
Yeah, we talked about that a lot this year.
The number 1 team in the AP, sorry to Maddie for this, but didn't even make the tournament.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is true. That's just kind of a very like basic definition of like how crazy and chaotic things were this year.
But hopefully it's a good game.
Well, let's get into it then. If I can get it to pull up here. Sorry, I got a new phone case and I'm really struggling with it. My touch isn't the way it's supposed to be. All right. It is weird. I could explain different, but UConn is the favorite, 7.5 point favorite. Over is at 131. Let's start with the spread. How do you think this thing's going, dude?
I'm going UConn. And I think I might even bump it up to like 8.5. I think that they are going to win this game. I wouldn't say handedly, but like they're going to win this game going away.
Now, do you think that just because that's what they've been doing all tournament?
No, I just think they're the better team. The way Dan Hurley has them playing, the way that I saw them play 2 years ago or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
When they played at DePaul, and they're big.
Yeah.
They're a big team. That
Sonogo is a monster.
And they're just going to be able to feed him all night.
Yeah.
I don't really see anyone from San Diego State that can stop him.
Yeah, it's going to have to be a collective effort out of San Diego. Like they're going to have to double stuff and move guys in and out of there. I'm on the other side, and I'll be honest, Zach. This is
our first comment of the night.
This is how my dumb brain works. This has been easily the most chaotic NCAA tournament that we've ever seen. So why not continue it into the national championship? Now, do I think that San Diego State is, if they play 100 times, are they going to beat UConn more than 50%? No, I don't necessarily think that. But just because of the magic of this tournament and the way that San Diego State has just been so resilient, if they can keep it a close game, I did see that UConn is 0-4 this year in one possession games. And I'm thinking maybe San Diego State has maybe a little bit more, magic left in the tank there. I am truly just hoping that this is continuing the chaos that we have seen all year. Like I said, I think UConn is a better team. I think they're a better coach team. No offense to San Diego State's coaching staff. They've done clearly a phenomenal job. They're in the national title, but like you said, I'm a big Hurley fan as well, Danny and Bobby. But like it's just the pure chaos, and it feels like when my heart and my head say UConn is the better team, the way that my gambling and the way that my picking of this NCAA tournament has gone tells me to go against my gut instinct. And that's why I think that San Diego State is going to pull this thing out.
We're watching the Cubs game. We got to learn how to bunt.
I don't know how to really get into the MLB season yet because we're 3.5-ish games in so far. But it feels like baseball's super chaotic this year. And I don't know if it's just because of the new rules.
You got a little faster.
Oh, yeah. Like I was watching, was it the White Sox game today? Or maybe it was the Cubs game yesterday, but it was like 2.5 hours pretty easily. And obviously we knew this was coming. And I think I told this story before. Last year for Father's Day, we went to the Quad City River Bandits game or whatever, and they were implementing the pitch clocks in minor league baseball last year. And we went to the game on a Sunday. It was a 1:00 start. And had it not been for a rally in the top of the ninth that sent the game to the bottom of the ninth, that game would have been done in an hour and 58 minutes.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Is it one of the most loved new rules of all time?
I'll be honest. I do like it. I don't love it yet. I don't.
But like overall, like everyone is happy with the rule.
Yeah. Even like me, who's kind of like in my brain, like baseball is a beautiful sport. I love baseball. But I also like baseball because of the endlessness to it, right? There's no time limit on baseball. A game could theoretically go on forever. And I think if you've ever watched like Ken Burns' baseball, he has a really good way of talking about it. So at first I was kind of, standoffish when it comes to like, the new rules. And obviously the bases I don't care about. Like they're bases. It doesn't matter. But like especially the pitch clock was the one that threw me off. But I'll be honest, 4 games, 3.5, 4 games in, I don't hate it. And it's growing on me. I do like, especially for the sense that like you're doing it to grow the game of baseball. And if that brings in more fans and it doesn't completely ruin, the experience. I also just, I don't know about you, but I hate when people say that baseball is boring. that drives me nuts. And it's just like one of those things that it shouldn't bother me, but it does. It's just like it's such a
It definitely is the sport though that would get that label.
yeah. And
I'm not saying that I like
like
watching baseball, but I'm just saying
I get why people would say that, but like in my mind, like I've just always been a baseball fan, and that just I there's nothing. It could be the slowest game ever, and I would still be enthralled with a baseball game. So
I have a dumb brain. Sometimes I forget that some people just don't like watching sports.
that okay. So I think I've told this story before, but when I was like in kindergarten, I came home one day and I made a comment that got my dad in trouble. And I asked my parents, I said, what do people do who don't like sports? And my mom was not very happy about that because obviously, we're a very sports family. And I didn't understand like that there were people who didn't play sports, watch sports, go
It's
to
not a
sporting
crazy
events.
question though.
But like, I mean, think about it. I was like 6 years old, and like
Hey,
that's
people. I didn't realize people don't like sports.
yeah, that blows my like. What do you do though if you don't like even like if you like a weird sport, right? If you're like into F1, like you probably schedule your weekend like I'm gonna go watch F1, or even if it's rugby, whatever it is. Like, how do people not have something? Like even like Joe Rogan is an example, right? Like Joe Rogan is UFC, like he doesn't know other sport, like but he still knows everything about the UFC. He watches everything. Obviously, he commentates on it, but like he doesn't know what's going on in other sports. But like I don't know if there's any people out there that I've met that just like if you said what's a sport you like, and they just be like, I hate all sports.
Well, just the fact of
That
like
doesn't
not
exist.
I don't know. I just would. You got to have like at least a favorite team.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's like my
pretend.
favorite team is in the National League Lacrosse or Premier League Lacrosse, like you've got to have something. Like, what do you watch at night when you go home if you don't like sports?
I guess we're just maybe over the top with it too.
You said this before, but we do
a
have
bad
dumb
angle
brains.
for me, just so we all know this. If you want to look fat, sit on a couch with a camera looking at you in a bad angle.
Yeah, it's tough. The lighting's not great, but you know what? We're just here to talk college hoops and Cubs, and
It's bulking season.
it's not. But
No, I'm getting ready for the work year.
yeah, yours is a little different. Usually, bulking season in the weightlifting community is the winter. But
I wasn't talking to the weightlifting community.
All right, I was just
I'm not
just
bulking
giving you
to
a little
work out.
Fair enough. I'm pretty proud of myself. I
Jan
benched
Gomes.
235 today. I was pretty happy with that.
Just so you know, he's gonna go back and clip this. Just
Oh,
so
yeah.
we all know that.
I did have to ask for a spot though because it's been 3 years since I benched anything over 200
You always
pounds.
should have one. I mean, if it's a low weight, I guess, but I don't trust myself.
Yeah, I
I've
used
seen
to
too many
have
of those dumb videos, people getting it stuck on their chest and having to roll it off. Like, how do you not break ribs doing
Oh,
that?
that's easy. I mean, or break like your sternum.
Yeah,
or,
it's crazy.
even then, like even if you get it past your ribs or sternum without breaking it, like the fact that you're just rolling it into your belly where all your organs are, that can't be good. That can't be healthy. You guys are just yeah, that is very true. I think that we might have to screen grab that, Josh, because that could not be more of a true statement about us, about the show, about typical Chicago fans.
And I guess our weight too.
Hey, take it easy. I know you didn't have to go there.
Hmm.
I did 5 miles on the bike today.
It's all right.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Knees hurt, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Oh, can we talk about my weekend?
Oh yeah. This is crazy because what he's about to tell you is awful. Awful weekend. What do I live? Like a mile and a half away from you?
No, you're probably 3 miles.
3 miles away, and I was perfectly fine.
Yeah. Did you lose power at all?
Chance. Just so you know.
Thanks, Deepak. Appreciate you, buddy. I completely forgot about that.
What do you guys? So what is that? You guys do? Explain that real quick.
Okay, so we have a group. I believe there's 11 of us. And for every major in golf, as well as we'll do some other random tournaments. No, we do it for every major. But I want to say we've done it for like 2 others. So like 6 tournaments a year. There's 11 of us. We're in Group Me. And we draft, I believe it's 5 or 6 players. We've changed it a little bit because of COVID. and it's just a big snake draft. Everybody throws in $20, and winner takes the bulk. I think second place gets like double their money back. Third place gets their money back, and then first place takes the rest of the pot. And I won, I got second the last time in was that the Players Open? Yeah, it was the Players. I got second. Team's looking all right now. It's my pick. We'll do this live on air. Let's see. I got Rory. I got 1-1. I never get 1-1. I took Rory. I'd never like to go the most obvious. Scotty Scheffler had the highest odds, but I went Rory in the first round, Hideki Matsuyama in the second, Tommy Fleetwood in the third. I'm going to have to start pulling up who I think I'm going to take here in the fourth. But anyway, my weekend, 7 o'clock, 7:30-ish Friday night, power starts flickering. We all knew that this storm was coming. And I was like, oh, power just went out. I need to go get our generator going. And I go out in the garage and all hell breaks loose. Like, what was it? 40, 45 mile an hour winds. Yeah. Whipping by. And then a friend of mine comes busting in the door. He's like, we need to get in the basement. Let this thing blow over. We did. And he had to get moving. So we finally get the generator. So I have a generator that's like 45 years old. Finally get the generator going so the sump pump will continue to pump water out because our basement flooded 2 years ago, maybe. So anyway, my wife, who is 38 weeks pregnant, can't, she did what she could, but she's 38 weeks pregnant. So get the generator going, realize the exhaust gets literally red hot if it runs for more than like 15, 20 minutes. So then I'm like, I can't run this thing for hours because I don't want this thing to catch on fire. So I would let it run and then go check the sump pump. And we got it down to like, we could let the sump pump sit for like 60 to 90 minutes. And then I'd have to go start the generator, pump the water out, let it sit for 60 to 90 minutes, pump the water out before it breached. So I did that every single hour on the hour until Saturday morning. So I never wear my watch to bed, but obviously when you're sleeping 60 minutes at a time, I ended up looking at my watch and said I got like 3.5 hours of sleep Friday night. Still kind of same thing on Saturday. Obviously, the water was going down, so we didn't have to worry about it as much. Shout out Troy. He's on here. Troy was going to help me come get a generator because I pulled the generator cord and the generator cord snapped. So I had to be quick on my feet. I ran over, got my parents' generator, couldn't get this thing started. Water is starting to come up through the floor. Finally got my parents started as Troy was coming to my house. Shout out Troy. Hell of a guy. So we run my parents for a while. Got that thing down. Didn't really know exactly how long we could run it Saturday night. So we would sleep for like 2 hours on Saturday night, wake up, go check the generator, check the sump pump. Saturday night was a little bit better sleep, not as good. So then we wake up Sunday and we look at the ComEd app and there are 52 households in Mendota that didn't have power. We were one of those 52.
I was not, but
one
I
of
was
52.
Very close, maybe 60 times. During that storm,
a lot.
Oh my goodness. And when Chance said the sirens went off, I walked out on my back porch and I look up and there was a funky looking cloud.
Yeah.
And it went over and then it started pouring down rain. It was pretty bad, but it's not like living in the country or anything.
Yeah. It was
we had multiple tornadoes hit down within probably 20 miles.
Yeah, probably less than that.
Amboy.
Sublette, we got pretty messed up.
West Brooklyn.
That's 10, 12 miles. Let's see. Now it's time. So yeah, we finally got our power back at 11:45 yesterday. So yeah, it was a hell of a weekend. Great way to start spring break. So
and then we get to maybe do it again tomorrow.
God, I hope not.
Not your situation, but
yeah,
it's supposed to storm again. It's just that time of year.
It sucked, dude. It was just one of those, like, it's funny the things we take for granted now.
I've lived around here for my whole life, and I don't think I've ever seen a higher chance of a tornado.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
all day, they were like, "There's gonna be a tornado."
So I got very lucky. I actually bought a used Nintendo Switch Lite on Friday afternoon, like 5 hours before the storm got there. And luckily, I got like the old NES Super Nintendo emulators so you can play them without internet.
Mhm.
Thank God for that, because I don't know how people lived before like cell phones
No.
and
They always say like, "You want to go live in the woods
TV.
with like
No,
no power?" No, I like having power
exactly. I don't feel like that's a crazy take.
because when I was younger, we always went to. We both did to Amish country.
Yeah, no thanks.
Confused the hell out of me.
Yeah,
And what are we doing? We have cars. We have power. But then we would be at like the markets, and some of them would have like a cell phone.
yeah.
Some of the
that
Amish
is
people,
weird.
it's
Yeah.
like, wait a minute.
Well, it's because like some are like super strict and others aren't. Zach, how do you feel about Abe Answer,
Oh, the golfer.
the golfer? Has Abe Answer been picked? I like Abe.
He's in it.
Yeah,
He's a live guy. I'm just saying.
and I don't really care about that.
No, that has nothing to do with it. But it's just this is like the first tournament in a long time that are going to be all together.
See, the last pick was Siwoo Kim. Is Bubba Watson on the live?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. How about
But he won
Mito
it, so he's there for
Pereira?
life.
Oh yeah. Mito. Is Mito available? Troy, if you're still listening, is me I can barely read these things. I wanted Bryson, but he got picked like 5 picks ago. I don't care what people say. I still like Bryson.
I wouldn't say I don't really care if I like him or not. I don't think he's good enough to win it.
No, you don't need him to win. You just need him to literally you need all your guys to play to Sunday.
I don't
You
think he's
need
gonna make
guys
the cut.
to well, I don't need this negativity.
I'm also not a fan of him.
I might not be making this pick live. All right. All right, Troy, sending my picks in live right here. I'm gonna text him in. Maybe not. That guy's. I feel like I might be able to get him on the wrap. Taylor Gooch, what a name. Seamus Power, what a name.
This game is good for baseball. A lot of runs.
Yeah. I can't type. Sorry.
How does this work? You just pick a guy, or you have to like?
No, you should probably
put his
do a
name
little bit of research, but
No, I don't mean that. I just mean you just gotta put your name in, like put the name in, and then
yeah. And then Troy does a great job. He keeps like a running. It looks like this. He just has a spreadsheet of everybody that gets picked.
What you guys can't see off camera is my Christmas tree is still up.
You're just gonna leave that up all year at this point.
Yeah,
now
now
right?
it's
April.
Now it's just like my thing.
You should. Are yours got the the built-in lights?
It does.
I was gonna say you could do like colored lights based on the season. You could also get like Easter ornaments. Did you have real ornaments on it, or was it just like that for Christmas?
I think I just had it like that for Christmas.
You didn't put any ornaments on
I
it?
think it's been staying like
You're
that
a
for
psycho.
months.
That's a lunatic thing to do. No, just no ornaments.
Coming from the guy who hates Christmas lights.
I like Christmas lights, just not on my house.
See, that makes no
sense. I don't necessarily dislike the way they look. And you know me, my schedule in the winter, I'm not doing it in the winter. I don't have time.
One day.
Nope.
One day.
I only have one day a week off.
I'm not taking the schedule thing as you just don't like to have them up.
No, I have one day a week off. I'm not going to go out in the cold and put lights on my house.
Put it up before it gets cold then.
I'm not taking the one day of the week I have off to put lights on my house.
That's a lame excuse.
I'm just not going to do it.
That's your excuse for not wanting to put Christmas lights up.
It's more work than I want to do. On my one day off a week after November 1st, no thanks.
You keep saying that. I know you had the one day off, but like I'm just saying it would take like 2 hours of one day.
Too much time.
Jeez Louise.
Too much time.
I understand now that you're going to have a child that you'd have more, but like before, there had to be like a Saturday you were sitting at home, like you could just do it.
I feel like 2 hours is insanely conservative. That's like a 5-hour process.
Dude, you put Christmas lights around your house up on the gutters.
But don't you have to like clip them into the gutters?
Yeah, but if you do it more than once, you just stay on there. Clipping's the easier part. You are making it seem like it's hard work.
All right, Zach. Do I go with
You guys
8?
married? Hey, Troy, we're cousins. What kind of question is that?
I'm gonna go. Yeah,
Argue like we are.
Troy. Since you're there, I can barely read this because
Troy, are you
am
new? Are you
blind.
new to the
You
program?
new here, buddy? All right. If I
Look at
make a
this.
pick,
Ian
it's because.
Happ, 6 pitches deep.
All right, live picks made on air. For my 4th and 5th round picks, I have taken Mito Pereira. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And I have also taken Seamus Powers.
Sounds like a wrestler.
Power
Sounds
singular.
like a wrestler.
Yeah, it does. I'll be honest. Troy gave out some great advice if you do things because this is becoming a little more common. There's people that there's leagues you can do this stuff in. Troy gave some great advice in the later rounds. I used shots gained as kind of it's a stat on the PGA website you can use. But right now, I'll be honest. Since we're doing this live, I just kind of took guys I like.
This is actually in your favor here. So.
Yeah, it's just.
I'm just saying that's not why he doesn't like the Christmas lights. That's just what it is.
Not true. I go to the.
I won't.
We go to Christmas, the celebration of lights every other year.
That doesn't mean you like lights.
Yeah, if I didn't like them, then
Your
I wouldn't
wife
go.
Probably likes the lights.
I like it too. I don't mind the lights. I just don't want to do the work. I would pay you $50 to come over and put them on my house.
I don't think it's enough.
Well, see,
up and down. Take them up and down. $50.
$50 to put them up. $50 to put them down.
We'll see.
Yeah, see, it's a lot more work.
No, I'll do it.
I'm not. I
usually have it. I don't think I did this year.
I'm not Scrooge over here. I don't hate Christmas lights.
I just
if Christmas happened in June, I would gladly put the lights up.
It'd be weird.
Yeah, it would be. Also, I know myself. Once I put them up, it'd kind of be like your Christmas tree. I would be that redneck that just never took them down.
Hey, there's no problem with that.
Yeah, I do respect your commitment to the laziness.
Maybe I see there's a button over there. I wonder if it changes colors.
Go hit it. Let's see what happens here.
If it does, I look like an idiot.
Yeah, that would be. How many years have you had this Christmas tree? 2 years. All right, we're gonna find out here, folks. Pretty interesting. You're seeing the. You're not seeing it. It's in the corner. I'm seeing it. I'm reporting it to you. Oh, it just dims it. Oh, no way! No way! You do have white lights. That's hilarious.
Oh, I don't like that. Oh, that's 2 different colors at once right there.
You got Zach his tree has built-in lights. He's had it on the multicolored forever. Just found out they also they go to white. They got the white lights. And there's also a function that it turns them back and forth. Check out Zach's Instagram story for a little video of this. This is wild. Zach has had this for at least 2 years, possibly 3. No. Yeah. Did you get this the first year you lived here?
I might have.
So, yeah, it's probably 3. So, 2020, 2021, 2022. This is breaking news. What a world. That is pretty neat, my friend. Also, very on brand for you to just find that out after 3 years.
I'm like, what's this little button thing?
It is one of the most on brand things I've seen out of you, bud. I love that.
Yeah, I didn't really think of it. I looked over there. I'm like, because I never really sit back here.
Yeah,
I'm always sitting in the chair usually. And I'm like, wait, what is that?
I respect the hell out of that.
Before we say goodbye before halftime, I'm going to get this video on here.
Cubbies down 1, bottom of the 8th.
Joey Votto's not even playing.
I do like Joey Votto.
I do too. He was on the compound.
Yep.
Very funny.
Just seems like, other than the fact,
doesn't take himself
yeah, he
too
plays
seriously.
for Cincinnati, but Cincinnati's not a threat. You know what I mean?
And he's a normal guy.
Yeah. Seems like an all-around good dude. The Phillies are getting the Phillies got, I believe, swept to open the year in Texas, and they are getting smoked by the Yankees. I wish Garrett was on here because his Phillies stink.
I'll send him the link.
They are not good. Because if I'm not mistaken, the Phillies are 0-3 and are going to be 0-4.
How this TV works.
Technology, baby. Gotta love it. Yep. The Phillies stink. Simple as that. Let's see. If the MLB playoffs started right now, the Red Sox would win the East in the AL, Twins in the Central, Texas Rangers in the West, Braves in the NL East, Brewers in the NL Central, Diamondbacks in the NL West. Wonder if this will hold up. And your 3 wild card teams, National League. No, there we go. Reds, Cardinals, Mets, American League, Guardians, Red Sox, Angels. Per usual, per the last year.
He hit a homer today, though. He hit a homer today, right?
Yeah, he did. He had a 3-run homer in the first.
Tough.
But
I mean, a guy like him, you're just going to have to take that because it's, I mean, he's on a
Cody Bellinger
deal.
Yeah, and as of the last couple of years, since his MVP has been a feast or famine.
Yeah,
unfortunately
we got him
a lot
for
more famine.
what I know it seems expensive, million. But that's cheap for a former MVP 2 years ago.
And to be honest, like I really think if he succeeds, they're going to flip him at the deadline anyway.
Is Bryce Harper hurt?
Yes. Bryce Harper has not played yet this year.
I feel like
he got hurt in the WBC.
Really?
Yeah, nothing big, but they said he'll be back hopefully in the next couple of weeks. But yeah.
You know, I'm just a big Dan Hurley fan.
Yeah, I like Dan Hurley.
Okay, here we go. Let's find this video.
We should have just turned the camera and let the people see this. That's hilarious that you just found that out.
I didn't even think about it.
Not working.
No. We'll get it at some point.
The Cubbies got, after Wednesday, they got 2 interleague games. Friday night's game is on the Apple TV Plus app.
That's so dumb.
Stupid Apple ruining everything.
Especially for people like Cub fans who have to go through the whole process of getting a different service just for marquee. And then one game every probably month or so, every few weeks is on Apple TV Plus. For what reason?
Yeah.
With horrible announcers.
I'll be honest. I think we're only, 3 or 4 years into the marquee network. I hate it.
I love it.
Yeah, it's a great channel, but like the fact that that it's on such few select streamers is ridiculous.
I understand.
The first year they had it, it was on Hulu Plus. Like it's not that hard. Why can other channels figure out, YouTube?
That's true. But
TV,
I do
like you got to go to. I'm on Fubo this year. I did the DirecTV stream last year. It was all right, but. Thank you. I agree.
It's dumb, but like if you do have
it's
the
a
channel,
good
though,
channel.
It's fun to watch stuff on.
It's just such a pain to like find which streaming service
especially when you're so used to WGN.
Yes. And like it is cool. Like I think they've done a good job at like I think they have like a lot of the Loyola games. They have a lot of, stuff like that.
They have Loyola, they have like this time
Bradley,
of year, this time of year they'll have like AA, AAA, single A games.
I think they even did some of the high school playoff games.
Yeah,
the Illinois high school basketball games. So I'm a big fan of that, but like it needs to be more widely available. Like the Cubs' popularity grew because WGN was on every single TV in America. Way back when there was 5 channels, and that's how they grew. But like. You have Cubs fans everywhere, and you're making it a pain in the butt for Cubs fans anywhere to, get it. And don't even get me started on the MLB or the MLB app and all the blackout stuff.
Stream teams in your area.
It's a joke.
Oh, I think Wisdom has got a strike because of the.
No, the guy threw a pitch, so I don't know.
Oh, doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
He's on.
Come on, I need a little rally here.
Forgot the Phillies went to the World Series.
Yep. And then got no hit in the World Series.
Yeah, the Astros are very good. What a hit.
Some opposite field, keep the hand or get the hands out.
Now
drive
we have
it.
about 15 minutes of pregame
Yeah.
here. We have to watch videos on both these teams.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the Cubs.
Here we go, boys. Did Jonathan India get a hit yet?
I don't think so.
He doesn't.
Go to extras.
I'd be okay with that.
See, you need him to have at least get in that bat.
FCPB. What's his commercial? Oh, women's soccer.
Mm-hmm.
Had no idea what was going on here. They just had a bus with a crane.
Yeah, I don't understand this. Did they get like a new team or something? They're just destroying a bus.
What do you think FCPB stands for?
Man,
Football
dude.
Club of.
It's a perfectly good bus. Oh, we got Master Boney up.
He did hit really well in the minors last year.
I'm still mad at him for that play the other day. He didn't even try and lay out for it. Oh, Madrigal's on first?
Yeah, pinch running him.
This is his first playing of the year? Oh.
Come on.
That's right there.
Gotta drive that ball, bud. I do like UConn's uniforms.
Always have. I think they were in my top 3.
I thought you had like UCLA, Indiana, and there was some other blue blood you had.
Well, I thought UConn got picked at least.
I know they were an honorable mention. Those are solid. They're like throwback-esque.
See what Master Boney can do.
Oh
my
Cubs lose.
Goodness. I mean, that was a piss rocket.
We stink.
Come on.
Come on. We're 1-3.
Beginning of the year. Baseball's hard.
It's even harder when you're not very good.
That should be Saya right there.
Yeah, that's true. Would they say maybe a couple more weeks?
I mean, that's a good hit. I mean, that's can't be mad at that.
Hit it right at him.
Man,
that's such bad hair.
Oh,
I have not seen Mastrobone's head without a helmet.
I don't think he means to do that.
Dude, give it up. That's tough.
Oh my God, you and Chance maybe are the same freaking person.
Yes, dude, Josh, I had this like stretch of 2 years.
He did that
to prove a point. Typical me being hard-headed. I just had the MLB app and I just listened to the Cubs games, like the radio call in the Cubs games for like 2 summers. It was when the Cubs were awful. It was like 19 and 20. It
would make me go crazy though.
No.
Like sitting in my basement, just listening to the Cubs game and not knowing it's on television.
But it wasn't on television was the problem.
Well, he was on some sort of television. But yeah, I understand what you mean. They don't make it easy.
No. Typical MLB.
What you would think was it 3 years in, probably 2 or 3 years in?
I think they debuted it in 19 because I had it for a year that I watched Cubs game on Hulu Live.
And they haven't come to like a contract with other.
Yeah. Because remember,
stations?
for a while it was just DirecTV. Now it's Fubo, DirecTV, and Fubo. But like, how do you not have a contract with the 2 biggest live TV streaming providers, which is Hulu Plus and YouTube TV?
So I'm going to go into. I'm going to go into the basketball game first. I'm going into the game. I have one random like same game parlay bet, and I'm just in a live bet. I'm going in with no bets. But I will make a bet.
I have one very low dollar same game parlay. San Diego money line, San Diego plus 7.5, and the over at like 131 or 131.5. But if UConn jumps out to an early lead, may double down on the San Diego State money.
I kind of want San Diego State to get out to an early lead. And then, boom, you take it the other way.
See, we both said the same thing for the team we're cheering for. That's what we want.
So you're going to rebet it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you just meant in general.
Oh, no. But before the game starts, just so you know, we will be back at halftime. We're going to keep the stream on. We'll turn the cameras and the microphones off. We'll be back at halftime. So when you get to halftime, check on in. We'll have an update for you. And then we will be back somewhere around the 10-ish minute mark after halftime.
We'll let the first half play out, and then we will kind of go from there.
Yeah, and we'll play the first. Let the first
it's
half
gonna be a long
half
ass halftime.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna have somebody performing. I saw Tim McGraw perform before.
Yeah, and what's the one guy's name?
The man
Keith
makes
Urban?
me mad.
Keith Urban, I believe.
Tim McGraw should not look like that at that age.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's PEDs.
I don't care what
State
you got.
has a decent defense that the Huskies can't sleep on. I agree. They move around really well. I like them.
Oh, here we go. We got tip off. Who do you think is going to win the tip? I say UConn.
I'll take San Diego State. $1.
Wrong hand. I just
that was weird.
Shook with. That was weird.
That was strange.
I was like,
yeah. Here we go, boys. What's this? Did they say Aztecs up or Techs up? I don't know. Kind of like.
And then what's UConn like this? I don't know.
Every Husky, like when I was at NIU, we did this.
Husky up.
I should be cheering for UConn.
Up. UConn won. $1.
Hopefully that's the only bet I lose tonight. But check back in at halftime. We'll have an update. We'll see you guys at halftime.
Maybe if it's a decent game right around it, we'll maybe go for the last minute or something. So we will be back.
Stay tuned.
We're back for halftime of not the best first half you've ever seen of a national championship game. UConn is up 12. They're up 36-24 at halftime. San Diego State, I don't think scored for about a 10-minute span there.
Yeah.
Started off hot. Started off like they were like, oh, here we go. Maybe they got a chance here. But as the game went along, UConn just overpowered them. And they overpowered them, but also they just didn't make baskets.
Yeah, you saw the difference on the inside, and we talked about Sonogo, and San Diego State has a good defense, and I think holding them to 36 in the first half is solid, but the size of UConn absolutely scared. It just looks like it scared San Diego State so bad. They went, I think, 9 minutes without a field goal. They hit their last two, I think, of the two of their last three in the second half or the end of the half. But like at the end of the day, it's you're down 12, and I think
it could be way worse.
Yeah, Danny Hurley said it best.
I think I might
should be
flip
up 20.
My bet here.
You gonna jump on the San Diego State train?
Go down for the start of the second half. I will make a live bet here. We will figure this out here in the next few minutes. Maybe it'll be a weird bet.
I don't hate it. I mean, I'm looking at the stats right now, and only, let's see, 6 players for San Diego State have scored. One of their starters has 1 point. Their leading scorer has 7. Not great. Not what you want to see.
No, not good at all for San Diego State, who, like I said, they came out. You thought, oh my goodness, they're going to take over this game.
Yeah, I think they won the race to 10 points. If not, it was pretty close to it. And the size of UConn, I mean, they're just trying to alter their shots. I mean, blocks here, 1, 2, 3, at least 3 blocks for UConn, but it feels like it's been a hell of a lot more than that. The amount of altered shots as well for UConn. I mean, the amount of times it feels like San Diego State is taking shots looking out of the corner of their eye.
29% field goal percentage for San Diego State against 50%.
It doesn't seem like UConn's missing right now either.
No.
And they still only have 36. So you got to feel, if you're San Diego State, say, hey, we couldn't have possibly played worse in this half. If we just, get back to what we've been doing that got us here, we're going to have a shot. We're only down 12. It could be a lot worse.
A lot worse. I mean, you look at where you're at, down 12. Really and truthfully, they should be down 25.
Yeah.
I mean, if UConn would take a really more of advantage of when they were not scoring for 10 minutes.
Yep.
I mean, it's not like UConn's. I mean, you said they are at 50%. They haven't played amazing though.
Yeah.
Like I said, if they missed some bunnies, they had some breakaway layups that they missed. This San Diego State team has played pretty awful and still have a chance to win this game.
UConn has 8 turnovers. San Diego State has 9. You feel like if UConn was sub 5 turnovers and a little bit more efficient, like you said, this would be a 20-ish point game, and it's not. You're in striking distance, so you got to come out. And we say this a lot in coach speak, but you say, the first 3 or 4 possessions, if we come out and we smack them in the mouth a little bit here, and we take the first, you start on an 8-2 run. Now you're in a game.
Yeah.
But if you let them make the first, score first 3 out of the first 4 possessions, then you're really
screwed.
Digging yourself out of a hole, and they're going to have to go crazy. Only 3 made threes for San Diego State. But I mean, UConn only has 3 as well. So it's
UConn is beating them up down low.
Yeah, I think you're seeing the difference in the size differential, like we talked about in the pregame here.
I do think it's going to be a good game, though. I think San Diego State will come out, calm down a little bit, and just, even though they don't have the height advantage, you got to go to the basket.
Yeah,
you can't be shooting 3 after 3 thinking that's going to get you back in the game.
Well, and you got to build it from the inside. You got to get your touches on the inside, and then look to your kick to your shooters. But it just seems like the shot, like, it's going to the paint. It's never coming back out. And when it does, it's either blocked or contested at the rim. And you got to just get those guys on the outside moving around a little bit more, because you are getting the touches, but to the inside, but it doesn't feel like there's any, it's the game for the Aztecs is not building the way it should from the inside out. And when you're getting your shot
It's a
blocked,
tough matchup too.
it is. It is. This UConn team's big
But hey,
and strong
this
and
team-
powerful.
This is a team that led for almost none of their last game and won.
Yeah, that's true.
So they know how to come back. They know how to hit big shots at the end of the games. I really do think that when we come back for the last 10 minutes, it's going to be a game.
Yeah, I mean, you just sit and you say, hey, listen, we've got 20 minutes of gameplay. And, how do we want to, finish this thing off? It's been an insane run. You want to, go out like a lion or lay down. So you got to make your choices. And like you said, they've been doing everything they could this whole run here. Might as well just keep it going. It's right there for them.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I'm excited though to see what San Diego State can come out and do. They're a team that, like you said, or like I said, I guess, were down for pretty much all of the last game.
Yeah,
seemed like they really had no chance and came back and won. Can they do it against a team that is definitely better than FAU, but it's still a game?
Well, and you also got to come out and remember there's no such thing as a 12-point shot.
No.
You got to come out, you got to chip. You got to just...
It seemed like when they first got to missing baskets, they're like, oh, we got to fix it by shooting threes, shooting jumpers. No, you got to go. I mean, I understand it's going to be hard to go to the basket, but you're going to have to make them foul you at the basket or something.
Get your looks on the inside, kick to the outside, and you got to knock shots down. 3 of 11 is not going to get it done from the outside.
And that's one thing too, is you got to get one of these guys in foul trouble.
Yeah.
Because that's your biggest thing, is if you can get one of these guys in foul trouble, they're in trouble.
Sonogo is on track right now for 14 and 12 in a national title. Those are good numbers out of a center in today's game.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Yes, he is.
But like, even when there was one where they had a fast break, they threw it at his feet, hit off his foot, goes out of bounds. That could have been another basket. If you look back at it, if you're San Diego State, you're happy with what happened. And if you're UConn, you're not happy.
Oh, I agree.
And I know you're up, 12? And I know that sounds dumb to say, how could this team not be happy?
I agree.
But they should be up by 20 to 25 points. And that's 8 to 10 point difference at halftime is so big.
Yeah, especially in a game like this where you know that these teams are here for a reason.
Well, you know that the team that you're playing against did this last game.
Yeah, you got to come out and expect it. It kind of goes down to both sides. If you're San Diego State, you say, hey, we got to come out. We got to punch early. We can't be playing on our heels anymore. And if you're UConn, you got to come out and say, hey, we got to do the same thing. We got to push this thing to 15, 18 points and put them on their heels. So it really is going to I know crazy things happen, but I think you're going to see how this game is determined before the first media timeout. So before the 16-minute mark, if it sticks around 10, it's going to be, probably be around that for the whole night. If UConn comes out, punches them, gets this thing to 20 before the first timeout, it's over. If San Diego State comes down and chips it down to 6 to 8, we're gonna see a game.
I hope we get to see a game.
Yeah, and I made this comparison when we were, off for the first half. I really don't want to see Baylor Gonzaga again. Remember how boring that game was?
Oh, yeah.
That game was over by halftime. And I don't think anybody wants that. So it is it'll be fun, I think. I think that's the minimum we can hope for here. All right, my Diamondbacks are on the board. I got Diamondbacks team total here, so
you get some of the more random bets than I've ever seen. But you do take like this. Don't you take picks from a guy? Not from a guy, but like on Twitter.
Yeah, I do. There's one guy I do, but there's also ones where I just
think this is a random ass bet.
Yeah. That one is from him. The other ones I've taken tonight are just completely off the rip here. Yep. You go on San Diego State?
Plus 800 San Diego State.
All right, let's ride, baby.
Plus 800 San Diego State.
Forget
about what I said about UConn.
I also had a bit of a scare there. I thought I bet first half over 61.5. Got really scared. That was part of my little low dollar parlay. It was not. I took that out. Thank God, because it ended at 60 and they had 3 shots in the last 10 seconds to get to 62. So I thought for a second there I was in trouble, but we're still alive. 131 is the over. Not looking great, but crazier things have happened.
Let's see here. The Masters start tomorrow. That's exciting.
Is it Wednesday? Is
Oh,
the par
sorry.
three.
Thursday. I don't know what I was even thinking. Yeah, they have the par 3, and then they have the par 3. Is that the one where like they're like family members can
Yeah,
like caddy for them?
and
Okay.
stuff. Yeah, I'm off of school, so I'll probably watch that.
Saw somebody had a hole in one today, just like a practice round.
Oh, nice.
Dude, they sell the hell out of that thing. They
Oh,
sell Monday through Sunday.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Practice round,
I
round.
was like
par
watching
three.
it, and they showed the hole in one. I'm like, was that from last year? Because there were so many people there.
Yeah.
No, it was that. It was just that.
Huh.
What was going on? I'm like, well, geez, kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, I wonder how much a Monday ticket still is.
Probably more than we can afford.
I'd love to go to the Masters. I'd love to go, but like,
I'd like to go once.
well, not even that. I would like to go, but I want to document it.
Yeah.
Can't take your phone and.
Not gonna lie, it's kind of lame that they do that.
It's weird.
It is kind of lame.
It's very.
Like I get it's old timey and all these,
Yeah, like what are we trying to hide here?
I would much
try to make it like prestigious.
For the difference in price and the ability to be on my phone, I would rather go to like the Waste Management Open.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, but I would like to go to a major.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
The Players Open, I think, would be another good one.
Because I've been to was in Chicago. BMW, maybe.
Yes,
it was
at
in
Medina?
Chicago. Yeah, we went to it and we screwed up because we went on the day where like the morning was like not good, but the afternoon was like the good players.
Yeah.
And we went in the morning and just wore ourselves out by the afternoon, and we left.
We should, even though it's probably not going to be a major, I think they do a tournament every year out in the Quad Cities for the John Deere
And
Classic.
I went to say what you
that.
want. I know Live is not the most exciting thing to watch, but I went to an event at Sugar Grove and Rich Harvest, and it was still fun to go to.
I would go
because the thing is, it's not as expensive.
Oh, for
and
sure.
it's like a carnival,
and not to mention it's like 45 minutes from here.
But it's like a carnival.
Yeah,
like there were like fast pitch. There was like all different kind of vendors for food and stuff like that. And
well, let's get the date. I'd go to a day.
But it's just you gotta because they give you like a thing of who golfs when. Just not the most exciting golf you'll ever see.
Yeah,
because it goes from like you'll see Phil Mickelson out there, and then you'll see Bryson DeChambeau, you'll see Brooks Koepka,
and then
the next thing you know, it's like, who is this guy?
Yeah,
this guy played college golf 4 months ago.
Yeah, exactly. And not even like he went to Stanford and was a top 10.
But a lot of these guys, I understand they got paid, but did you see what it is to get out of the contracts?
Yeah, you say it's like
you got to pay 3 times what they paid you.
That's insane.
They've never said the year.
Yeah.
Years. Like how many years do they have to be at Live for them to get out of the contract?
Yeah.
Like, is it lifetime?
Yeah, that's true.
Because if it's lifetime, then I think that some of them took a pay cut. Because you're like, if Dustin Johnson is just taking that much money for a lifetime, which I don't think it is.
No.
But that he's getting way underpaid.
Right.
Because if he was doing a PGA Tour, he would make that over 10 years. He can make that easily.
And I think we're already starting to see it. Like, I don't think this Live is like the way it's set up right now.
It's not set up to succeed.
It's not sustainable. Like they already said that
they're losing money.
Yeah, they're losing money.
Well, they said they went even. So they were at 0. Which is impossible because of the contracts.
The amount of money they spent, there's no way.
And then they get the CW. Who is watching the CW?
I looked. I don't even have CW
I don't either.
on Fubo.
I looked too. I thought they had a better chance on YouTube than they do CW.
But a lot of these companies, being they're backed by certain people, a lot of these major companies don't want to get involved.
And then I also heard, and then they get like set up for like things that they go, well, it's funny because the CW has like this America's Kind of Funniest Home Videos on it, and it had more viewers than the
The
live
live
tournament.
golf. That's
Like
funny.
you're just setting yourself up for failure when you're doing that.
Yeah, that is kind
But
of
the
funny.
worst part is they have Greg Norman, who just does not seem like the nicest guy.
No, he seems like an old crotchety man.
Who he wants money.
Yeah,
He wants all the money in the world.
Yep.
And then this is what, speaking of live, that's what's going to be exciting about this weekend is live players are there. All
That
live
will be
players that
interesting
were
to
like
see.
allowed to be invited, I don't know how it works, are there, which is pretty cool. Not cool, but like cool to see what's going to happen. Like there was already speculation
are like
today
6
that
of the top 10 going to be live guys, or
well, the speculation today was that Tiger Woods had like I think they went out and golfed or whatever, and it was like 3 or 4 people, and one of them was DeChambeau, and then later found out to be changed to somebody else.
Yeah, there's like weird animosity between all of them.
But my thing is, the one person I understand not going is Tiger Woods.
Yeah, he already has more money than God.
I always say, what if it's 2005? Tiger Woods is in the prime of his career.
Yeah.
And they give him $1 billion then?
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying he's going to go, but that's like,
that would
they're
be
always
different.
like, oh, Tiger Woods didn't go, like whatever. They gave him $1 billion. Well, if I already had $1 billion,
yeah,
and I know I might make another $1 billion without having to do this, then I'm okay with that.
Yeah, Tiger Woods doesn't need the money.
No.
I 6 steals, 3 blocks for UConn. They're just huge.
They're just way bigger than them.
San Diego State has just had some awfully dumb turnovers. That's what you just got to feel like. There's no way they were 8 for 28 from the field.
But look how bad they were from within the paint.
Yeah, like I said, they're either getting blocked or getting their shots altered anywhere in the paint. It's just
what a life Jim Nance has, though. He's going to do this and then go right to the Masters.
Yeah, he's probably flying from Houston to Atlanta tomorrow.
But it's the last time he is doing the national championship.
Good for
Jim.
Jim.
Will keep doing golf and I think football, right?
I think so.
But we are starting the first half here. We will
second half.
Oh, sorry, first second half, and we will get back on here.
Yeah, depending how this goes.
If it's a blowout, we're gonna stay.
Oh
my goodness! That's not you. If it hits the rim, it's good.
Yeah, because that resets it.
That's crazy.
We may be back around the 10-ish minute mark, depending on how this goes. Let's go Aztecs.
Let's go. We're live, Boom Sick.
All right. We got ourselves a ball game here. Didn't know if we were going to get one. It was 15 minutes. It feels like 2 minutes ago. 58-50, San Diego State's down. Nice little run there by the Aztecs.
What's the score? Is it on 8?
58-50. San Diego State is going to the free throw line.
This is going to be at least a good game.
Yeah, I think I said maybe 10 minutes ago that they just cannot cut this thing under 10. And I felt like if they could get it under 10, then they'll be, they'll at least be in it. And they just go on a little run here, cause some turnovers, and did a lot of it when Sonogo was sitting on the bench. But you got to take advantage of what you can, and San Diego State did that, and we got ourselves a ball game. This is what I like to see. We're not going to get Gonzaga Baylor. That's a positive.
This is a good game. It looked like it was about to get out of hand. Turn some of these down.
We're almost. I think that was the 8-minute timeout. Yeah. So
look how it looks on the thing. So we are excited.
It's frustrating because then you say, well, shoot, if you could have done this for the last 33 minutes of gameplay.
But that's how this team plays.
Yeah, you're
right.
The
same thing they did against FAU, and down most of the game and come back with the game-winning shot. You know that they know how to hit a game-winning shot. So,
and like I said earlier, UConn 0-4 this year in one-possession games. Keep it close, boys.
Plus 800 is where we're at. Plus 800.
Right now, San Diego State live money line still plus 675.
I'd take that in a heartbeat. I might. But they may know something we don't know.
Now, they did make that run. Like I said, Sonogo just came back in about the 8.5-minute mark.
Am I wrong, or I just don't really like the Weeknd's music that much?
I like the Weeknd a lot. I think you're very wrong there.
I'm not a fan. Seems like a lot of slow, sad music.
You must just be listening. He definitely has some of those, but he's also got
San Diego State
hits.
Playing a lot better. Well, yeah, you can still have a hit that's slow.
No, I'm just saying,
slow and steady.
No, I'm just saying. There's a lot of other songs that are not like that. How do you feel about these national championships in football stadiums?
I hate it.
I'm not a fan.
I think at some point you could have too many people.
I just think it'd be so much better atmospheres if they were in
like a
NBA,
like a stadium, but they're not going to make as much money.
Oh yeah,
but if you leave it in United Center or something like that, why would you want it in close?
Make your free throws.
I'm not saying United Center, but a place like that.
Yeah,
we don't need 100,000 people in the building.
Yeah, I agree.
But that's how they do it.
Well, yeah, like you saw Big Cat.
I hate the elevated floor. Is what I hate.
I'm kind of with you there.
I just don't understand it. I just think it's dumb. But they just like I said, they want to pack the place.
Yep.
And they know they will. Oh,
come on. We haven't called that the whole tournament.
Just like the women's game last night.
Ref show.
That was a ref show.
That was a ref show.
That was not a technical. I've gotten a lot of them.
Yeah. You would know.
But that was awful. I mean, in a game like that, in the moment.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I think that in the NCAA tournament, players should get 6 fouls.
Unlimited fouls.
No. Now you're being silly.
I mean, in a national championship game, I don't want the best player to be in foul trouble.
But even at 6, be disciplined enough.
But still, I just think that I would never want one of the best players, especially in a game like that. Everyone wants to watch her play.
Yeah. And it worked out in my favor when Greg Oden got 3 fouls in the first half.
Well,
of the
yeah,
2007
that sucked
Nash.
too.
Like
They
people
needed
don't
6
wanna
fouls
see,
there. Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't even him. Him and Joakim
Yeah, they
Noah
both
barely
fouled.
played.
They were in
yeah.
foul trouble. And that's when they were like, dude, this is dumb. Unlimited. Mr. Unlimited. Oh? I mean, where's the foul?
Nothing? Nothing?
Where's the foul
Sir.
right there? Oh, no.
That's a lot of contact.
Way too much. Oh, this guy. Who's the guy who...
There we go.
Oh, wait.
What a finish.
We get ourselves a 7-point ball game.
Now you cut it down
San
to
Diego
10.
State fans, they look so happy because they live in San Diego.
Yeah. This is actually a downgrade to go from San Diego to Houston.
UConn definitely wants to be here.
Yeah.
Where is it?
New Haven, Connecticut.
Sounds
that's
cold.
A guess.
That sounds very cold.
It's not warm. That's a travel.
Okay. Okay.
Sir.
Get the ball there. What are we doing
If
here?
we're going to call hand checks on one end, we got to call them on both ends.
Uh-oh.
Good.
Oh, no.
Feed him. That was a travel, but we'll take it.
Oh,
all right.
We got to make our free throws. Free throws are free. I thought he was going to miss this one. Oop.
I like that.
Oop. $5:19 left. 7-point game. We got free throws coming up here. You just shot free throws, right?
Yeah, I went 1 for 2. There we go. Good start.
We got to make sure the fans in front of Steve Fisher have got to sit down.
Yeah, come on. It's Steve
The
Fisher.
other night,
Let's have some respect here.
I mean, he was looking around people. 5-point game. 5-point game. 5:19 left. We got ourselves a ball game. Let him shoot. Let him shoot from out there. Lay off. Lay off. Oh, no.
That was a nice shot.
That kid's so good.
Yeah, that was smooth.
Didn't he have the flu?
Something.
COVID?
Oh, what are we doing?
Oh, that was close. Oh, no. Oh, no.
That is just boneheaded.
Oh,
also boneheaded.
I mean, UConn has some bad turnovers right now. I bet Hurley's very happy about that. Oh, my gosh. Oh, no.
Sonogo altering another shot.
Oh, yeah, he's just so big.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, what, he's going to triple pump that?
One with the triple pump. One step. No. All right, got a foul. Under 4 timeout. Got ourselves an 8-point game.
This is just...
Both teams, 12 turnovers. UConn, 6 blocks. Both teams, 32 rebounds. Are we going to see overtime, you think?
I hope so.
That'd have been a nice little bet to...
I would well, especially back when it was bad.
Yeah.
Longest home run at Busch Stadium, 473. Austin Riley.
Austin Riley hit some rockets.
Is this it right here?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. That's
yeah.
473?
Yeah, dude, he almost hit it out of the bleachers. That's a mile. Couldn't have happened against a better team either. Did the Braves at least win?
Hopefully.
God, he crushed that ball.
I hate the Cardinals.
Yeah, me too.
So this is Adam Wainwright's last year.
Thank God.
Question: does Contreras get booed?
Yes, and he deserves it.
I think he will. Unfortunately for
In
him.
the words of Les Grobstein, screw him and the horse that rode in on him.
He was one of the best.
Crobber was, man. But, like, dude, it'd be fine. Whatever. Like,
but
the
why
Cubs
do you
didn't
say that.
Yeah.
Just say, hey, I love it here in St. Louis.
Loved my time in Chicago.
Blah, blah. No. You don't even have to bring up Chicago. Just say, I like it here in St. Louis. I like the way they do things here. You didn't have to go, I like it more than what I had
it's
before.
a better run organization. Like even if that's true.
It's not true. First of all, not true. It's not true.
Objectively.
What have they done?
They've won a lot of World Series.
I know they have. But what have they done lately?
They've won a lot more divisional titles, playoff games.
Who the fuck are you, Chance?
I just said objectively speaking,
Chance,
it's a good organization.
You want me to bring up this? Let me bring up this comment here. Chance.
I agree. I'm just providing fodder.
Facts that I don't like to hear.
Yeah.
2 blocks. I did have him over 8 rebounds and -7.5. Here we go.
You all packed and ready to go? Make your free throws. Golly.
Well, if you had to, Addison forgot hers too. What? Are you gonna need them this week? No. They just run me for the card. Yeah, so this is what you're gonna have to do. Run me well. I mean, it's not big deal. I don't really want to do that. So I can just wait down for sure. Yeah.
Up to a 10-point game. Got to get a bucket here. Oh, boy. Step back 3, not going to get the job done. UConn got a chance to put this thing away here. 3 minutes, 10-point game. UConn's ball. Yeah, that's probably going to do it. Sub 3 minutes, down 12. We are in trouble here. Bad shot. Yep.
Not good.
A score here will most likely end it. You're not going to come down from 14 or 15 under 2.5 minutes. And you don't box out. Jesus, body's all over the place. So that means the game started here at 8:20. That means it started on the East Coast at 9:20.
Yeah.
I don't understand why the NCAA does this. This game was in Houston, Texas. Even if you started at 7 p.m. Central Time, that's 8 o'clock. That's doable. That means it's 6 o'clock California, which you can live with. Or no, 5 o'clock, which is not that different for them. That is probably going to do it. UConn up 14, 2 minutes.
This sucks.
And you settle for a fadeaway mid range. Doesn't necessarily make that a good shot.
12-point game. Man. What a shit show. Thought we had him come back.
He teased us a little bit.
What is this? This is Stroman's the 9th best pitcher.
From opening weekend.
Oh, maybe that's it. I was like, wait, what a minute.
I don't know. He went 6 and gave up what? 3 hits?
Pay good.
There's 8 other pitchers that had a better outing. All right, you're under 2 minutes. You get a look. You just start penetrate and kick threes, or you still try to chip away on the inside, Zach?
Oh, you got to hit threes.
Gonna penetrate and kick. Anything
Well,
over
you
10.
got to stop.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
That's
you
gonna
gotta
be the
stop.
hard
I mean, it's not
part.
that big a deal.
and giving up layups isn't the best way to do that. Unfortunately, I do think my over of 131 is going to hit.
That's what,
Yeah, unfortunately, it was part of a parlay that involves San Diego State money line. So
I think I did win some money though. I did take one. It was like -7.5. But it depends on how many.
Portnoy just tweeted that UConn is the best men's college basketball program in the last 25 years. Agree or disagree?
It has to be. They won. This will be their 5th championship.
4th national title in
Fifth.
20. Is it?
5th.
Jesus. Got to get a steal in a bucket here. You didn't take Astros, did you?
I did.
Ooh.
They're not done
Oh,
yet.
not dead yet.
It's only one out.
Gonna make him make free throws.
This sucks. Tech is having a fun night.
Yes, he is.
Jose Abreu hopefully saves the day again.
Little walk-off ding-dong. That's going to do it. Now it's just a matter of what the score will be, and the Astros are going to lose.
Damn it.
Well, the college basketball season is coming to an end. Any final words, Zachary?
No. Kind of sucks.
We got a good game, though.
Yeah,
Score doesn't necessarily indicate it, but it was a 5-point game with 7.5 minutes left. Could be a lot worse. We've seen a lot worse in the last couple years. I was thinking about this earlier. Hand up, I know that Kansas won the national title last year. Could you, off the top of your head, tell me if that was a close game or not?
Was not.
I didn't think so.
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. Let's see. 2022. Oh, yeah. 72-69. Very good game.
So, yeah, it was a good game.
Yes, it was. Kansas trailed 38-22 near the end of the first half, rallied from a 16-point deficit for the largest comeback.
Wish we could have had one of those tonight.
Yeah. If I'd have known that, we should have known better. They weren't going to do it 2 years in a row. Well, that's going to do it for us. I have to bring back a live stream for some Cubs games or something.
Yeah, we'll see.
Something along those lines. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
The only teams that's got to be close to UConn is Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they've won that many.
Since 90, so it'd be since 98. That's a good. Let me look.
We'll look that up right before we leave.
All right, Duke men's basketball. National titles.
They've won 3, he says.
Yeah. 99, they were runner-up, and then 01, 10, and 15. Since then, they've went to the Final Four another, or 2, 4, 6 times. Another.
They have had some deep runs.
Yes, they have. That is true. Yeah, 21 was like the only year they haven't made it in that run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, since 99, they've only not made the NCAA tournament one time.
Wow, this is cool though. As emotional as he is, like he yells, he is emotional. It seems like for winning.
Yeah. Is he putting his kid in?
I don't know if his kid's already in or not. He's put some other players in.
That makes sense.
I still think Caitlin Clark should have won MVP.
Most outstanding player of the
I
tournament.
mean, didn't she score the most of all time in the ever in the?
I think so. And that will do it. That's a cap on the 22-23 season. Thanks for hopping on, joining us on our live streams last month or so.
Yeah, it's the end of the tournament. There ain't gonna be much left. True. Because they lost to when? Did they lose to LSU or Iowa?
They lost to Iowa. Yeah, that's true.
But thank
Didn't
you
think of that.
for watching.
Appreciate you guys
like I said,
joining in, the comments, the questions.
We'll try you back at some point, but we'll have to see.
We'll figure
See how the
something
next
out.
few weeks go.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be a busy couple weeks.
Yeah.
Huh?
So thank you again. We are typical Chicago fans. What's all the social medias, Boomy?
Twitter at typical_Chicago, Facebook and Instagram, obviously. Give a follow. Anything on YouTube, type in typical Chicago fans, hit the red subscribe button. Wherever you get your podcasts, type in typical Chicago fans, subscribe, rate, review. You can even roast us in the comments of the if you leave a review. So make sure you get those in. We'll be back on the podcast here pretty soon. So thanks for joining. We appreciate you. We love you all. Peace.